You're listening to What to Listen To, the podcast that answers the question you didn't even know you were asking. From fascinating deep dives to thought-provoking trends, we've got your ears covered, so sit back, plug in, and let's explore what's worth your time today.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. This is the show where we really dig into the sources you give us, trying to find those game-changing insights. Today, we are looking at a company that's, well, maybe quietly, but definitely profoundly changing the wellness game. It's called WMAC Health. Now, I know what you might be thinking, oh, great, another supplement brand, but hold on, because this is different. This feels like a genuine shift. WMAC Health isn't just, selling stuff. It feels more like a system, really carefully designed, built on some pretty unique science, and this is key, a really personal philosophy. We're going to try and pull back the curtain today on why their products, especially these innovative transdermal patches they have, seem to get better results than maybe what you're used to. But maybe even more important, we want to show how understanding WMAC Health's specific way of framing things, their kind of core idea, helps you connect with customers and, let's be honest, sell their products better. Whether you're already a wellness pro, maybe a gym owner looking for that edge, or just someone really focused on your own health. And the backstory is, well, it's not typical. The founder came from martial arts, intense discipline there, and moved into solving complex medical problems using chemistry. It really speaks to this idea of ownership over a problem and very focused, almost scientific problem-solving approach. That level of precision, you can almost feel it in the products.
Yeah. That's such a good point because it taps into this this frustration that so many people feel with wellness right now. I mean, think about it. How many people do you know, maybe even yourself, who spend good money on a shelf full of pills, powders, you name it, and they're still tired, or they have brain fog, or, the classic digestive issues that just won't quit? It's a really common story. And because so many people feel let down, they're not just looking for something new, they're actively demanding solutions that actually work without all the hassle. There was this Mintel report in 2023 really revealing. It showed 68%, that's huge, 68% of consumers actually prefer things like patches over pills now. It's not just about convenience, though that's part of it. It really signals a shift in what people expect and trust. They want things that fit into their busy lives and deliver results you can actually feel. So yeah, our mission today for you listening is to really give you the full picture. WMAC Health's products, how they work, their business model, which is surprisingly flexible, and the opportunity here. We want you to see how this company could really make a difference for wellness pros, entrepreneurs, anyone serious about health and performance. So let's really get into what sets them apart.
Okay, let's start right there. What actually is this game-changing approach? Because WMAC Health, their big innovation, it seems to be these transdermal patches, often used together with some very specific oral supplements, or stacks as they call them. But the key difference, and honestly it feels massive, is absorption. When you think about regular vitamins, the pills and powders, your digestive system, it's designed to break things down, which is good usually, but for supplements, it means you might only get, 10%, maybe 20% bioavailability. Because stomach acid, your liver's first pass effect, it just destroys or filters out so much. I read somewhere that stomach acid alone can wipe out 80% of B12 before it even gets a chance.
Exactly. It's incredibly inefficient when you think about it. And that's not even touching on the other issues with pills and powders. You've got the digestive upset, that stomach ache from iron, or maybe issues from high-dose magnesium, or just irritation from fillers. It's really common. Then the liver metabolism, that first pass effect you mentioned, it filters things again, reducing effectiveness even further. And this often leads to really inconsistent levels in your blood. You get these peaks, maybe feel a bit jittery, then this awful crash later on, plus the sheer hassle. Remembering to take multiple pills at different times. It's what they call pill burden, and it's why a lot of people just give up.
Yeah, that pill burden is so real. It just defeats the purpose sometimes.
Yeah.
So this is where the patches come in, offering that transdermal advantage. It sounds not just scientifically better, but just easier. Delivering nutrients through the skin straight into the bloodstream, it bypasses the whole digestive mess. Which means what? Up to 95% bioavailability. That's a staggering difference.
It is, and the practical benefits follow directly from that. You get consistent blood levels, no peaks, no crashes. You avoid digestive upset completely. Plus, a single patch typically works for 8 to 12 hours, much longer than a pill. And the convenience factor is huge. No pills, no powders to mix, no sugar, no crashes. They're super easy for travel, very discreet. It fundamentally changes the daily routine of supplementation, makes it effortless and way more effective. And it's not just how it's delivered, it's what they're delivering. The ingredients are specifically chosen because they benefit so much from this transdermal route. Take glutathione, people call it the master antioxidant. It's key in their longevity patch and the day region patch's rebuild layer. Orally, glutathione just doesn't absorb well. The gut breaks it down too fast, but transdermally, much better absorption. So it can actually get to work, supporting cellular repair, detox, immune function. It addresses that core problem of just not getting enough from pills. Then there's leucine, super important amino acid. WMAC Health has this three-phase MPS protein replacement system. MPS is muscle protein synthesis. Leucine is like the main trigger for building and repairing muscle. This system aims to keep your amino levels consistently above what they call the anabolic threshold, basically, the point where your body is actively building muscle around the clock, 24/7. It's not just one protein shake spike. It includes a morning booster, a specific post-workout HMBFA that's a compound that helps reduce muscle breakdown, and then something for nightly recovery too, continuous support.
Okay, that makes sense for the muscle building side. What about energy and performance? Like pre-workouts?
Right, so for that, they have the Charge Creatine Complex used with their locked-in primer. This is way beyond your standard creatine powder. It's a liposomal creatine GAA plus electrolyte matrix. Liposomal means the creatine is wrapped in these tiny fat layers, helping it get absorbed directly into cells much better. And GAA, guanidinoacetic acid, is a precursor that helps boost creatine production naturally. The whole complex works to boost NAD+, which is absolutely vital for cellular energy and overall energy production. The primer itself is stimulant-free, but it gives you a sustained pump, helps with hydration at the cellular level, and delays fatigue. It completely avoids that horrible caffeine crash you get from so many pre-workouts. You get power, endurance, but it feels clean, sustainable. And the beauty is all this science, it just melts into the super easy no-mess routine. Literally like 30 seconds to put on a patch. It fits into anyone's life no matter how busy. No pill burden, no travel nightmares with bottles rattling around. That ease of use, it's a bigger factor than people realize in getting consistent results. And as we'll see, making people stick with it. It just makes wellness simple.
Okay, so the science sounds impressive. The delivery method is clearly different. But who's actually buying this stuff? Who is this resonating with? Because it seems like WMAC Health isn't just selling a novelty. They're actually solving real problems for, well, a pretty wide range of people. That's what makes products sticky, right? When they become essential. Let's break down some of these customer types. First, you've got the, let's call them the gym enthusiasts and athletes, the people stacking for recovery, for focus. These are folks totally dialed into performance, muscle synthesis, getting back into the gym faster. For them, things like longevity for cell repair make sense. ZZZZ for sleep, because recovery happens during sleep. Ignite for that clean training energy. And obviously the MPS protein system and that charged creatine complex we just talked about for muscle growth and recovery. We heard from Jake, an athlete, who said Gut Code, which is another product, clears my fog post-training. That's huge for focus. Or Dana, a triathlete, paired her mile in the first week using a performance stack. Mike Rodriguez, CrossFit guy, uses Ignite to get through multiple workouts a day without crashing. They need that reliable edge without the stomach upset or the hassle.
Yeah, and that really highlights how WMAC is feeling a gap for that high performance crowd. These aren't just, random supplements. They feel like precision tools for people pushing their limits, and the convenience. For an athlete whose body is everything and whose schedule is tight, being able to slap on a patch that works without causing gut issues, that's a massive win. They value results, reliability, precision, and WMAC seems to deliver that.
Okay, shifting focus a bit. What about female clients? Looking for things like hormonal balance, maybe better sleep, or just more energy? That seems like a huge group. Women dealing with menopause symptoms, energy slumps, sleep issues that just wreck their quality of life. Grace is one patch, right? With black cohosh, red clover, designed for menopause support, hot flashes, mood swings, sleep problems. Then there's LUSD for libido and confidence, works for men and women. Ignite for sustained energy. ZZZZZZ for that deep sleep. Patricia Williams, a teacher, said Grace was a game changer for her mood swings and hot flashes. Lisa M. found it helped her hot flashes and stabilized her mood. Maria Santos, another teacher, also a mom, said Grace helped with her exhaustion and irritability. These are really common struggles, and often traditional stuff doesn't quite hit the mark comprehensively.
It really brings up that question, doesn't it? How do you serve a group with such complex, interconnected needs? And WNABC's approach seems to be offering these targeted but also complementary solutions, things that work with the body. The specific blends in Dre E delivered transdermally for convenience and better absorption, it feels like a much more holistic approach. The testimonials really show these aren't just nice to haves, they're genuinely improving lives for women looking for balance and vitality.
Totally. And then maybe the most relatable group for many people listening: busy parents and professionals, people who just need to function but have zero time or patience for complex routines. Their schedules are insane. They can't be messing around with powders and pills multiple times a day. They need easy, effective solutions that just work in the background. ZZ becomes crucial for getting restorative sleep despite a racing mind. Ignite gives that jitter-free energy to power through the day. Synergy helps with appetite control, metabolism, blood sugar, keeping energy steady. We heard from Sarah, mom of three, who said Gut Code gave her the energy for my kids back. Sarah Kay, a marketing director, relies on Ignite and ZZZ daily. She specifically mentioned their time-efficient 30 seconds, travel-ready, and even meeting-proof. No upset stomach, no running to the bathroom.
It's that intersection of convenience and real need. For these super busy people, time is everything. Traditional supplements can feel like another chore, another thing to manage. The patches just remove that barrier completely. They become this invisible but essential part of the routine, delivering benefits without any disruption. And that's exactly why you see that sticky reorder behavior. They're not just supplements, they become tools for managing a high demand life.
And the last group, really interesting from a business perspective: clinic owners, gym owners, wellness centers, people looking for high margin add-ons that clients actually stick with. This includes chiropractors, fitness centers, acupuncturists, wellness coaches, anyone looking to boost outcomes and revenue without huge overheads. The whole patch line, basically, offers these high-margin daily use products that create recurring income. Marcus Rodriguez at Apex Fitness saw a 40% revenue jump just from adding the patches. Dr. Amanda Chen, a chiropractor, adding $4,000 a month from patch sales in her clinic. Dr. Michael Chen, an acupuncturist, $2,100 a month, and he said it even increased referrals because patients were getting such good results. It shows that for professionals, these aren't just products, they're a business solution that works.
Exactly. The advantage is how these products meet unmet needs across so many different groups. That blend of convenience and real results drives the stickiness, drives the reorders. The products just become essential. And for those clinic owners and professionals, there's that huge built-in trust factor. When a client trusts you and you recommend something that actually works, that's easy to use and delivers visible results, that recommendation is gold. It feels natural, it's effective, it leads to revenue, sure, but it also deepens that client relationship because you help them solve a real problem.
Okay, so the products work, people want them. Now, how do you actually talk about them? How do you pitch this effectively? WMAC Health seems to have figured out some specific ways to frame it, language that really resonates with people in the field. It's not just describing it, it's conveying the experience. First up, a line I really like because it hits a nerve. This is your daily stack without the scoop. Think about that appeal. No messy powders, no cleaning shaker bottles, no handfuls of pills, just ultimate convenience, ultimate consistency. It immediately highlights that steady absorption benefit of transdermal without any of the negatives of traditional supplements. This framing would really hit home for that busy professional, that busy parent we talked about. Time efficiency is gold. It paints this picture of simplicity, of effortless wellness. It's selling back time and mental energy.
That phrasing is brilliant because it directly targets that universal pain point. People are tired of the scoop ritual, the pill burden, saying without the scoop isn't just selling a feature, it's selling freedom from a daily chore. It simplifies things. And that's huge because compliance, actually sticking with a supplement routine, is often the biggest hurdle. The patches just solve that elegantly.
Right. Okay, another really effective angle. It's like a transdermal pre, post, and sleep cycle without the crash.
Yeah.
This immediately gets across the idea of continuous support day and night. Unlike pills with their peaks and crashes, one patch gives you sustained benefits for like 8 to 12 hours. You can explain how Ignite gives you that pre-workout focus and energy, but no jitters. How longevity supports recovery all day, and then ZZ delivers that deep restorative sleep. Highlighting the no crash part is massive. Anyone who's used a stimulant-heavy pre-workout knows that awful slump. This framing promises smooth, consistent support.
And that taps into understanding the body's natural cycles, Stimulant pre-workouts force this artificial spike and the body fights back, leading to the crash. Framing WMAC as a transdermal pre, post, and sleep cycle positions it as smarter, more in tune with physiology. It's about working with the body's rhythms for sustained energy and an optimal recovery, not just forcing a temporary boost. That holistic idea really appeals to the smarter consumer who cares about long-term health, not just a quick fix.
Totally. And one more, this one really speaks to the fitness crowd. Finally, a product that's built like you train, consistent, layered, and on point.
Yeah.
This connects directly to the discipline and dedication people put into their training. You could talk about the layered aspect, like that triple layer system in day region, night region, where ingredients release at different times, boost, sustain, rebuild layers, or just the ability to stack different patches for combined benefits. It reinforces consistency, reliability, and results, exactly what people who train seriously are looking for. They want predictable outcomes.
The genius there is aligning the product's function with the user's mindset. Athletes get consistency. They get layering strategy. They get precision. Speaking their language validates their lifestyle while highlighting the product's advanced design. That triple layer system is a perfect example. Releasing compounds optimally over time mirrors the planning and dedication of a serious training program. It just clicks.
Okay, we've talked about individual products, how to frame them. Now let's get into stacking, combining products for even better synergistic results. This seems to be where the real magic happens. Let's look at some of the best-selling combinations, the stacks that are really driving results and sales. First, a really core popular stack. Ignite plus Ziz plus Synergy. This is like your daily foundation for energy, sleep, and metabolic support. Ignite gives you that clean, crash-free energy. It's got B12, L-carnitine, CoQ10, rhodiola, magnesium. Then ZZZZZ for deep sleep melatonin, L-theanine, magnesium again, passion flower, 5-HTP. And Synergy underneath it all for appetite control, metabolism, blood sugar, B vitamins, magnesium, zinc, lactobacillus probiotic, curcumin, the combined effect. Balanced energy and focus all day, better sleep at night, plus that metabolic support for overall wellness. It's like a 247 optimization system.
What's brilliant about that stack is how holistic it is. It's not just forcing energy, it's managing the whole cycle, wakefulness, sleep, and the underlying metabolic health that fuels it all, including things like CoQ10 and Ignite targets cellular energy directly. Synergy's probiotics and curcumin support gut health, which we now know is fundamental for metabolism and vitality. It's a really smart, simple solution for managing the demands of modern life, aiming for genuine well-being, not just patching over problems.
Okay, then there's a really interesting one for modern life, pre-party plus longevity, kind of an anti-hangover plus anti-aging combo. Pre-party is designed for proactive hydration and liver support. It's got milk thistle, NAC, B complex, alpha lipoic acid, electrolytes, basically prepping your body for stress, whether it's social events or travel. Paired with longevity, which is focused on anti-aging and cell repair. That's got NAD plus NAMN-NR, the precursors to boost NAD plus levels, plus resveratrol, curcumin, glutathione. So the benefit is twofold. You get protection against the immediate stress of, say, a night out or a long flight, and you get long-term cellular health support. It's enjoying life now while investing in future vitality.
This stack really shows off that WMAC problem-solving approach. It addresses both immediate lifestyle needs like mitigating the effects of indulgence or travel stress and long-term health goals simultaneously. The NAC in pre-party helps with detox pathways. The NAD plus precursors and longevity are critical for cellular repair, energy, DNA protection. It's a very intelligent combo for the modern person who wants to live fully but also proactively manage the downsides and promote longevity. It's smart biooptimization.
And for women seeking more specific support addressing needs that often go unspoken, there's the Grace plus Lust stack, the unspoken female duo. Gracie is for menopause and perimenopause support hot flashes, mood swings, sleep issues. It uses black cohosh, red clover, dong quai, maca root, plus vitamin D3 and B6. LUST is aimed at libido and confidence for men and women with DHEA, L-arginine, maca, ginseng, fenugreek. The combined benefit seems really holistic. It addresses the physiological symptoms of hormonal shifts and the impact on vitality, mood, intimacy. It feels like a comprehensive approach that's often missing.
It really speaks to how interconnected women's health is. Hormones affect everything: energy, mood, clarity, vitality. Grace E helps support the body through those transitions, while LUST addresses aspects of vitality and confidence that are often, unfortunately, overlooked or stigmatized. Offering both in an easy, discrete patch format is a really powerful, empowering solution for women looking to reclaim their well-being and vitality, giving them back control and comfort.
Definitely powerful. Okay, last stack highlight for those really focused on metabolic optimization and body composition. Gut Code plus Day Region plus Synergy, they call it the Metabolic Shred Stack. Gut Code to Repair Plus is that 7-day gut-brain reset powder. It targets bloating, brain fog, fatigue by aiming to repair the gut lining, enabling about 25% permeability reduction using L-glutamine, beta-glucan, galactin, berberine. You pair that gut foundation with a Day Region patch for energy focus, hydration, recovery via that triple layer system. And then Synergy comes in again, providing that GLP-1 metabolic support. That's a hormone that helps regulate appetite and blood sugar using probiotics, curcumin, B vitamins. The combined effect sounds intense. Optimize gut health first, then layer on energy and metabolic support.
Leads to better function, less fog, more vitality. Perfect for metabolic goals.
The insight there is that sustainable metabolic health starts in the gut. Gut code lays the foundation by addressing permeability, and the gut-brain axis is crucial for everything from nutrient absorption to mood. Day region provides the clean energy, synergy reinforces the metabolic pathways. It's a really sophisticated approach, acknowledging the gut is paramount for energy, clarity, and body composition goals, optimizing the whole internal system, not just surface level fixes.
Okay, amazing products, powerful stacks, clear target audiences. Now, the really practical part, how do people actually sell this? How do partners move the product effectively? WMAC seems to focus on low footprint strategies, leveraging existing relationships and making the products visible and accessible. First, just simple in-gym signage, point-of-sale displays, patch samplers. Visual presence sparks curiosity because they look different. Marcus Rodriguez at Apex Fitness did this well. Counter displays, samples, and welcome bags. It makes the patches a natural conversation starter. They almost sell themselves just by being there.
And the tactile part is key there. Seeing it is one thing, but getting a sample, touching it, trying it, that answers the does it work question way better than words can. It bypasses skepticism. Plus, for the business owner, the patches are small, easy to store, no shelf clog like with bulky supplement tubs, effortless inventory.
Smart. Another clever idea, using QR sticker packs, putting them on lockers, water fountains, gym towels. A quick scan takes someone to a short video testimonial or an explainer animation about transdermal absorption. It's like built-in education. Clients learn on their own time, reduces the burden on staff, leads to a more informed purchase. Education on demand.
Yeah, that leverages tech perfectly to scale the education and validation piece. The product's environment becomes a gateway to compelling content. Great for busy people who don't have time for a long pitch. They get the info they need quickly, making the purchase feel more self-directed, more value-driven.
But maybe the most powerful method is still the simplest. One-on-one recommendations to top clients. This taps into that huge built-in trust that practitioners and trainers already have. Dr. Amanda Chen, the chiropractor, just integrated patches into her patient care. Felt natural. Jennifer Walsh, the trainer, shared her own results on Instagram. That authenticity earned her $2 Kalers a month in commissions. When your coach, your chiro, someone you trust says, "This worked for me, I think it will help you," that carries so much weight, more than any ad.
That human element is everything. Trust is the currency. When a pro vouches for it from personal experience, skepticism drops, conversions rise. It's not just selling, it's enhancing outcomes, solidifying credibility, strengthening relationships. A win-win-win. And again, the low COGS, small footprint makes these channels super profitable and easy to implement for any size business.
And for online coaches and influencers, creating online coaching bundles with a My Monthly Stack template seems really effective. Integrating WMAC products into existing offerings. Jennifer Walsh's Instagram success shows us she wasn't hard selling. She shared her journey, recommended her stack authentically. It's about integration and advocacy, not pushy sales. That resonates online.
Exactly. It reinforces authenticity. When influencers share their own routine, the products they actually use, it's not a sales pitch, it's a demonstration of value. It builds a loyal community because the products become linked to the results they see in the coach or program. Reorders feel natural. And the low KGS, small footprint, makes it easy to add this profitable stream, whether you're a small studio or a big online brand. Sustainable, high retention model.
Okay, let's unpack the business model itself, because this seems really different, offering a flexible and potentially lucrative path for almost anyone in wellness. The core idea is pretty liberating. You don't need a store, just a following, a routine, or a client base. That just removes so many traditional barriers for wellness pros, coaches, influencers, even just passionate individuals. WMAC offers 3 main ways to earn, designed for different goals. First, affiliate marketing. Lowest barrier, 0 cost to join. You share unique links or codes, earn 10% commission on retail sales you refer. Perfect for influencers, coaches, anyone with an online network, like Jennifer Walsh did. No inventory, no shipping, no hassle, pure commission.
Yeah, that's brilliant for streamlining entry for content creators. They can monetize their influence immediately without the usual headaches of product sales. No upfront investment, no logistics. That clear 10% is a compelling incentive for people already building trust with their audience, an easy way to turn influence into income.
Then there's wholesale reseller sales. For partners who want to buy inventory at discounted tiers, bronze, silver, gold, instructor, and sell at retail, keeping the margin. And the margins are significant, from 40% for novice up to 60% for master level. Importantly, no required minimums or fees after that first order. Great for gyms, clinics, retail spaces, entrepreneurs who want to boost revenue and offer something unique.
And this highlights the profitability and scalability for businesses. The tiered structure rewards volume. The more you move, the more you earn. They use a PV system, personal volume. Like one day region is a 10 PV, one night region is 2 PV. It's clear how sales lead to rank progression and better margins. That starter pack or intro lesson kit is key too. For $199, you get product worth over $500 retail. It's designed for instant ROI from the first 40 prospects. De-risks entry, makes profitability clear from day one.
And for the ambitious types, the natural leaders, there's team building for scalable long-term income, designed for natural leaders and networkers. You build teams of affiliates and resellers, earn passive override commissions across up to 4 levels. Sponsor, leader, mentor, rising builder, even a founder's pool. But WMAC is really clear. All earnings come only from product sales, not recruitment fees. That's a crucial distinction.
Absolutely. And this is where that sticky reorder behavior really pays off in the long run. The system fosters recurring income from these daily use products. They call themselves a product-based, service-driven, tech-enabled wellness company. That philosophy shows. And the light inventory footprint is huge. Patches are lightweight, compact, high retention, no shelf clog, simple, sustainable, low overhead. Plus, referral bonuses incentivize building a strong, product-driven network. An instructor gets 5% direct, 3% level 2, 1% level 3. It rewards nurturing real sales.
Okay, so even with all these positives, people naturally have questions, maybe some hesitation. Let's tackle those common objections head on, give people the answers. First one, probably the most common, do patches even work? This is where you hit them with the science. Remind them. Transdermal delivery means up to 95% bioavailability. Bypasses the digestive system that destroys so much. Remember the stats, 80% of B12 destroyed orally. Only 10-20% absorption for many vitamins. Patches give consistent blood levels, no digestive upset, work for 8-12 hours.
And back it up with evidence. That 2023 study comparing B12 patches to pills found 3x higher blood levels with the patch and 0 GI side effects with the patch versus 34% having issues with the pills. It's not just theory, it's backed by research. So the answer isn't just yes, it's yes and often significantly better and easier than pills.
Good point. Okay, next big one, especially in this space. Is this like MLM? The direct answer is no. It's real product, real science, real margin. Yes, they use some MLM-style elements for team building, like that 4-level commission plan. But, and this is the key difference, all earnings come from product sales, period, not recruitment. That fundamentally distinguishes it from a pyramid scheme.
And they emphasize no hidden fees, no membership cost to earn as an affiliate or reseller. Advancement through tiers is based strictly on your own product sales volume, not on signing people up. It reinforces that product-based, service-driven, tech-enabled model. It's about rewarding people who move product and solve problems, not just recruiters.
Okay, last common one, especially for established pros. What if I'm already selling X brand? The angle here is positioning WMAC as a differentiator, not a replacement. It fills a unique gap. Think about Marcus Rodriguez at Apex Fitness again. Before WMAC, he struggled with traditional supplements. High inventory costs like 3K minimum orders, low margins, 15-25% profit, complex education for staff on like 47 SKUs. A nightmare.
The contrast is stark. He switched to WMAC because it offered low minimums, $500 starter, high margins, 45-60%, simple inventory, 8 course, few dues. Plus, the built-in education via QR codes made it easier to sell. And crucially, his gym became the only gym in his area offering patches. Instant competitive advantage. So WMAC isn't just another brand, it's a strategic asset that solves business problems, improves client results, and creates a unique market position.
Let's really drive this home with that Apex Fitness story. A real-world example of integrating WMAC patches and seeing serious growth. Marcus Rodriguez in Tampa, his challenge was common, gym breaking even. Membership covered costs, but no real profit for growth. Traditional supplements brought in only $200 a month, tiny margins, high inventory costs, expiring products, confusing staff training on dozens of SKUs. Just frustration.
Right. Then he found WMAC at an expo, loved the concept nutrients without the hassle, but the business model sold him. His strategy was smart. Month 1, soft launch, starter pack, top 4 SKUs, counter display, staff training. Result, $400 in sales right away. Month 2, ramped up education. Samples and welcome bags, social media posts with transformations, created recovery stack bundles. Sales jumped to $850. Month 3, full integration. Added patches to PT packages, ran wellness challenges. Sales hit $1,200. Clear upward trend. And the numbers tell the story. Before WMAC, 200-month supplement revenue, 18% net profit. After WMAC, 2,800-month patch revenue, 52% net profit. That's a total annual revenue increase of $31,200. A 40% boost to the bottom line with no new members needed. What drove it? 1, product market fit. His members were health conscious. Patches solved their problems, pill fatigue, stomach issues, busy lives. 2, staff buy-in. Trainers used them, believed in them. Selling became authentic sharing. 3, customer success stories, energy all day, sleeping through the night. Those became his best marketing. And those first few months, hitting $400, $850, $1,200, that shows how achievable that initial $500, $2K ROI really is.
Wow, what a great practical example of the impact. Okay, so we've covered a lot today on WMAC Health. The science, the products, who buys them, how to sell them, the business model. It really feels like more than just supplements. It's a breakthrough, effective, convenient solutions paired with a profitable, accessible business model. This feels like, as they say, a new lane, and it seems wide open right now. Whether you're a wellness pro wanting more impact and revenue, an entrepreneur looking for a sticky, high-margin product, or just passionate about science-backed health, WMAC presents a really compelling path, a chance to stand out and offer real value.
Absolutely. If this has sparked your interest, if you're ready to explore it, the next step is simple. Go to WMAChealth.com, sign up for their seller list, maybe grab a trial kit, try the stack yourself, feel the difference, and then just talk about it authentically. Share your story. This isn't just about selling something. It feels like a chance to own a piece of the future of wellness, one built on real science and real results for real people. It's time to participate, not just consume.
Until next time, don't just hear the world, listen to it.